just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Here we go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
48 Mike. Check.
2.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You can't block me. Good work, boys. Let's go.
Here we go. Black 80.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert.
Switch.
Blue draw Corker. 21. Hey. High 7.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. To try again after the sack. Jackson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hey, hold on. 54. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson now forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
It's a gain of 11.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Wait.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. 11. Go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Here we go.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 24. Begin.
12.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 31 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, good move. He's got it to Ingram, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And again, it's Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Here we go again.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, 49ers 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, here we go.
The San Francisco
21.
offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
22 drop bombers. 22.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Here we
The
go.
last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. 45 yards as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 25, check 25.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check 52.
And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Ingram again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
49ers 28.